When I was in this moment of need to scale my business, I have more than I can handle. Maybe I should open my own brokerage.
I'm a recovering broker. Don't do it. Kate's going to be talking to us about how to build your dream team with eXp. You'll hear all the benefits. And one of the reasons why I joined eXp as well, sell around 65 homes a year.
We're on track to hit 100.
Whoa!
Year.
Good for you.
I worked really hard on my marketing those years. So suddenly it felt like the floodgates were opening and all the business that I had been working really hard for, grinding really hard for that first 2 years was coming towards me. And I had to figure out how to handle it.
What I heard you say though was if you're doing all the stuff in the first 18 months, first 2 years, that's when it really starts to hit your stride.
Simple math in real estate. You've got to be lead generating every day. You have to have a marketing plan. You have to have a business plan. You have to view yourself as running a business, even when you're a solo person.
When did you enter into eXp?
Actually, when I was in this moment of, wow, I need to scale my business, I have more than I can handle, that was when I started going down the path of maybe I should open my own brokerage. And I started down that little rabbit hole.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm a recovering broker. Don't do it.
I'm so glad I met my sponsor. He said, hold on, before you decide to do that, talk with Chuck Keller and talk with a few other people in my groups that we can explain what eXp is. The model is really like you can have almost a brokerage within a brokerage and you can build a team and you can do all these things that you want to do and we'll actually literally show you how to do it. There's like literally a Bible, a way to do this. So when I joined eXp and I got connected to my rev share group, I got then set up with a virtual assistant. So she took all the admin tasks off my plate. Suddenly that freed up probably, I would say 30 hours a week of work for me. When you're a real estate agent, you have two different types of jobs. You're either doing admin work or you're doing sales work. And the sales work, you can make $500 an hour based on what the time you put in. You can pay someone $15, $20 an hour to do great work on the admin side.
Or even less than that. I just want to mention the CPI VAs, virtual assistants, is a company that I own. You go to nobrokemonths.com. If you're looking for a virtual assistant at less than those numbers that she just said, go to nobrokemonths.com to the VIP section.
Amazing. There's so many good VA.
How did your virtual assistant help you, Kate?
Oh, well, it was mostly organization and helping me build systems around what I was doing. The first thing is kind of like making checklists of everything that you do so that it can be repeatable and trainable to someone by just saying, here's a checklist. This is how you get a new buyer. This is how you generate leads. Basically just saying, I want you to take what I'm doing and start making a handbook and policies and procedures. That was the first big thing because that was when I started getting my first agents to my team. So suddenly I'm building a team. I get my virtual assistant at the same time that I get a team member, basically a partner. We start building the structure of the business together. You know, it was really scary. It was really, really hard to do that because when you are doing everything yourself, you think, how can someone else do this as well as I can or care as well as I can? But that's like, you have to let go in order to grow.
How'd you do that? How did you let go? Like, how did you get past that fear of, oh my God, like no one's going to do as good as Kate?
My mentors, who's saying, I did this already, and I promise you this is what you have to do. And their only incentive is for me to also build a great team because the way that eXp is structured, you have a rev share group, you get, residual revenue share of what the folks that you bring onto eXp, what they produce up to a certain amount. If you help others do well, you do well yourself, and then the company does well on top of that.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon. I've been with eXp for less than 10 months. My KW profit share, I was with that company for 15 years. I left KW 10 months ago to join eXp. You want to guess how much my profit share is?
2,500.
2,000. I've been with eXp for 10 months. I'm at 2,000 right now without trying.
Amazing.
And I've got 12,000 in stock. You said real estate's math.
Right? And that's like, isn't that the biggest difficulty that those that own their own brokerages have to struggle with is retention? The way that eXp, I think, mitigates that is because why would you do that if the people that you retain stay with you? They don't have to stay on your team. I actually hope that the agents on my team get to a point where they start their own team and they can leave me, and go off and I can help them in that way. It's almost like the scaling keeps replicating itself and it's sustained because the business model is, I think, just really brilliant.